Okay, so let's talk about wrapping up the field experience. This is very important. If you're a procrastinator like I am, then you really need to monitor yourself and make sure that you get this done, because I can't stress it enough how important it is that you just get this done so that you can pass the class. It's actually a requirement. I cannot allow you to pass without every piece of documentation being complete, because I turn it all into the program director. I'm very accountable for this, so there's no squeaking by because your instructor's a nice person and wants to help you pass. I can't. I have no choice in this matter, so pay close attention. All right. So you've had all the fun, you've done the field experience, you've learned so much, I hope. So let's talk about submitting. First of all, you want to submit that field experience timesheet. Ideally, what you're going to do is take that one-page document, or 2 pages, but hopefully you only have 1 page of succinct writing on it, and you're going to scan it in to a computer as a PDF. Okay? And here at the College of Education, each of these labs back here has a scanner that you can do that with. There's probably scanners elsewhere on campus, probably in the library and in the TLC, I would imagine. And there should be people in each of these labs to help you figure out how to use a scanner if you've never done that before. That's my preference. And then what you do is you go into the Dropbox called Field Experience Log and you upload that PDF there. If you can take a really fabulous picture with a smartphone, and I mean really fabulous, that's clear, as a JPEG, JPG file, or a GIF file, that would work too. You can upload that. Okay? But my preference is not a smartphone picture, because if I can't print it, if I can't click print and it prints in 1 page, if I have to manipulate it, then there's an issue. So really a PDF is your safest bet, and that's what you're really going to want to do. But if it's a perfect JPEG that somehow I'm able to, actually what you can do is make a JPEG or whatever kind of image you want and put it into a Word document and open up the margins so that and then stretch it out so that it fits that whole page just like so it would look just like a document, and then PDF that or something. That's one idea to make sure that I'm able to print it on 1 page the way I want. I don't have to manipulate it. I don't want to have to deal with that. I just want to be able to download it and then I'll print it and we're good to go. All right, I'm talking too much about this aspect. I think you guys know how to scan and PDF things. All right, so you want to submit that electronically, ideally, or you can bring it to me to my office hours. I would like to have it by Tuesday, April 16th at 2 p.m. because I don't know if I'm going to have office hours the next week. The next week class is over by that time, and I don't always have office hours at that point. I probably will, but I don't want to wait until a week after that. So get it into me by April 16th. I want to see it in my hot hand at that point, or you're going to be putting it into that Dropbox, okay? You could also mail it. Try to get it in the mail by Tuesday, April 16th, so that I can get it by the end of the week, by Thursday or Friday. And I say try, I don't mean just try. I mean try and do it, okay? You're going to make it happen. Get it into the mail. There's my address there. And I urge you, if you're going to risk the mail, to me the mail is very risky. I'm terrified of things that are done by paper and the old ways. If I were you, I would actually pay extra to have the United States Postal Service track the paper. Also, you should always make a copy. So if you're going to mail that thing physically, you better have made a copy before you do that. That is a precious document, and you need a copy of it. All right, so that's the log that can be uploaded in the Dropbox. The other thing is your paper. Now this is an essay basically, and you can do it in a Word document. I've provided you a template actually that can help get you started in terms of the formatting, so you don't have to figure out what does she mean by the formatting. I've begun the formatting. If you kind of look, let's see, let me open it up. I've written a sample heading. It's all single spaced on the heading, and then I've written in bold the title. It's centered in bold, and then part 1 and part 2 have kind of created some headings, and it's in Times New Roman 12-point font. Actually, did I put it in 12-point? Yes, I did. You want it in 12-point font. You want to indent paragraphs. You do not want to skip lines between paragraphs, because that makes you look like you're trying to increase the page length without actually writing a sufficient number of words, so don't do that. I was an English major and an English teacher, and I know that trick, so don't do that. But you're welcome to use this template just to get yourself started. And then, of course, above we've talked about what your paper needs to be about. All of that information is repeated here about the whole what happened. So what was it that you observed? You want to write 2 to 3 pages about that. And then 2 to 3 pages about your reflections about it. What do you think about what you observed? And what have you learned from it? How do you bring that back to education and your future role as an educator or a speech-language pathologist? So this is your chance to really talk about and process what it is that you saw in the field. Okay? All right, so that's it. I really look forward to reading your reflections and learning about this. This is my first time, of course, to teach this class. And so I've been very sort of open in terms of what I allow, and it could be next semester I teach this. The students have fewer freedoms. So I'm going to learn from your papers about the things that I need to do next time. So I really look forward to just improving the class and learning from your experience and sort of vicariously experiencing what you experienced in the field also. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions or any comments or concerns. All right, thanks.